Not that cooler. There's no alcohol in that cooler, Emma. Water's in the big one. Hey, Brian. Is Tyler and Landon close to getting back? Okay. Probably go ahead and get that. When they get in here, they can get that first pin up. You ready, Cheetah, back there? Leopard print? All right. Whenever you're ready, Taylor. Yep. All right, guys, welcome to our live preview. Those of you looking in on Facebook, good evening. Glad you guys can join us. Wanted to make sure you guys could have a good preview of all these pigs. We're going to try to run through each of these lots in order, and that is the sale order tomorrow, minus a couple lots that will be a choice lot. And so we're going to try to run through these things one at a time. We'll talk about pedigrees. We'll talk about ideal endpoints. Those of you guys tuning in online, we have posted our sale order and the sow information, litter information there on our Facebook page. So you can look at that and follow along. Obviously, if you have any questions, you can call or text Brian or myself kind of after this preview's wrapped up and be more than happy to help you. But tonight we're going to run through these one at a time. Guys, the majority of the ages on all these crossbreds are Januaries. They range from January 3rd all the way to even some early Febs. This is going to fit a wide variety of shows all the way from July, August fairs to the end of August, all the way through September and even early October. Those of you looking to run all the way to Kansas City. And we tried to talk about that in the comments there, as you can see on your sheet, relative to maybe where that ideal endpoint or how far you can stretch some of these pigs, depending on how you want to feed them and how you want to grow them. Thank you guys, though, for coming. We sure appreciate it. And we're going to kind of get rolling here, and we'll talk about these. And again, if you have any questions, we can chat about it afterwards. Taylor, how are we looking online there? We're good? We're streaming well? All right. Thank you for everything. Again, we're streaming live with Taylor Fort. And for those of you tuning in, tomorrow we will have the schedule of events will be viewing here at the farm starting at 10, lunch at noon Mountain Time. Sale starts at 1 o'clock sharp Mountain Time with SaleRing.live also having online bidding. So if you're unable to attend in person, SaleRing.live will have online bidding. We have that information up there on that stream. It's on the stream right now, how to log in for that. If you have questions, though, contact myself or Taylor Fort. We'll help you along with that. We'll post all the links on our Facebook page, direct link to SaleRing.live. All right, Landon, we'll go ahead and just start with lot number 1. We're going to talk about these pigs tonight. First up, guys, this is 11-4. This is lot 1. You know, and it's kind of fitting. Landon Coryell is going to kind of drive that thing around there, and it's kind of fitting that he's doing that because he showed a really good white barrow out of this sow last year. She's better known as Kitty Cat around here, or Black Cat's littermate. She's a red 7 kick and wing, and she's been around here for quite a while and done a phenomenal job. This is a next intention out of that sow. He is still intact. He's still a boar pig. So those of you guys that might be looking online or looking to hunt a boar pig prospect, obviously we have the intent of selling these as show barrows, but we kept a few of these intact. They sell as is, understanding that, but pretty unique individual right here. Tall-shouldered, really stout-featured, great look. The pigs out of this sow have won shows every time. That one of Landon Coryell's last year, they showed that one to a class win at the Colorado State Fair. He showed as a Yorkshire pairing one on the circuit, was very successful. And then that one ended up at Exarban, where he was the 9th overall market hog as a crossbred. This guy, I think, looks good. August, September, I think you could run that guy for quite a while. But lot number 1. As you can see out to the right-hand side there, we're going to do something unique this year on several lots. We're going to offer choice lots on 4 pairs this year. And what's going to happen there is, just let him stand there for a second, Landon, see if he'll stop. What's going to happen there on those choice lot, guys, we're going to offer choice. The high bidder gets their choice of the pair. The other one stays here with us for Cadence and Avery to show. We thought that was the fairest way to handle that this year for them to have some high-quality pigs, but we wanted to make sure everything was offered to the public. So with that said, Lot 1 and Lot 2 are going to be a choice option. So 11-4 is one of those. All right, we can go ahead and peel him on out, and we'll pull in Lot 2. Lot 2 is 13-2. This is another intact boar pig, and probably the one that looks the most like a boar today. It's certainly that potential. This is a Saved by Grace on the 14-9 Goosebumps Verbatim Roxy sow. A couple years ago when we purchased Verbatim Roxy, half interest in that one from Jesse Heimer for $32,000. We were left with multiple daughters, a pair of Goosebumps. One of them would have been the mom of the boar Relentless that is at Texas Select Sires now, that we sold for $10,000 this last fall to Gabe Solomons there at the Major League sale. This would be the mother, or the mother of this one would be the other Goosebumps Verbatim Roxy sow. And then out of Saved by Grace there at Laird's, the Brockman boar that's had quite a run, obviously, this spring, done a very nice job. I think had a big win there at OYE the other day, if I'm not mistaken. But this guy right here, stout featured, stout skull, bold, square. We really like a lot of things about 13-2. Think you guys could run this one a long time. through the fall, August, September, maybe even into October. I don't think that one has to go very fast the way that one looks right there. But probably a stout featured, hairy and dense of hog in the offering. Again, lot 2, lot 1, both of those will be offered as a choice lot. Winning bidder gets their choice. The other one stays here. Okay. The next one coming out is lot number 3. This is 11-5. This is a littermate to lot 1, so a next intention red 7. This is the gilt, and I think that one's pretty special. If you're looking at hunting a gilt that can run as a market hog at some county shows this summer, maybe take that one on and be a big breeding gilt later on this fall. That one has a very unique look ahead of her blade. The next intention spread and mass that she has up high, big muscle shape in her. Like a lot of things about 11-5, but unique pedigree again. Next intention, sow would be the red 7, kick and wing, littermate to black cat. But this is 11-5, lot 3. Very neat female right there. Okay. And next up is lot 4. This would be 14-4. Crossbred barrow, Hero on a 50-7 Goosebumps sow. Hero is a boar that you can see in our catalog that we used very heavily. That's the boar at Hofschulte's down in Oklahoma that originated at Kurt Morgan. We had a bunch of those this summer. We bred a bunch of them to him this spring. I think we had 14, 15 litters this spring, Brian. And we like them because they're built well. They're athletic. They look like good show pigs ahead of their blade, big feet on them. And they have some good grow to them still, but really good muscle shape. I think this guy's very suited for that July, early August time frame from a county fair or that just time frame standpoint. He'll be ready there that first week of August to look pretty good. Dark black color, big legs, and a unique look ahead of his blade. That's 14-4, lot 4, Hero Goosebumps. Up next is lot number 5. This is starting off a 4 litter that we're very, very excited about. I think the Baumberger family's here tonight. The mother of this one would have raised the Grand at Washington County and then the Reserve Grand overall at the Wyoming State Fair for the Baumberger family last year. This is a Believe in Me out of a Goosebumps sow. This 4-1 barrow, I think, is very, very good. Tall-shouldered, very good look ahead of his blade. You know, Believe in Me, I think just won the gilt show there at OYE just a few days ago. Very nice female. Not a lot of Believe in Me's out there, but when you get them, they are worth a lot of money and they're very valuable. This barrow right here, I think, can run into July, early August. Very stout featured barrow. Like a lot of things about 4-1. That one's going to be ready, I think, again, July, August time frame. But good running gear and a very good look ahead of his blade. Believe in Me, Goosebumps is the pedigree on that one. We're putting those in order, guys. Let's make sure we keep them in order. What? That's 9 there. Let's get 6 out there real quick. That's the blue one. Sorry, those tags can be tricky. The cheetah print threw him off back there. You don't worry, Tyler. You're not fired yet. Okay, this is lot number 6, 6-2. This is a Hero back on a Pretty Boy sow. Again, I think this one's built really for that into July, early August run. Guys, the way that one looks in his growth pattern. The mother of this one is an old Pretty Boy sow that we've had around for quite a while. She's done a really nice job. A couple years ago, she had a Yorkshire appearing little bro barrow that the Todd family in Oklahoma showed that got along really well on that Oklahoma circuit. And she has consistently made really good championship caliber pigs in every litter. We have multiple daughters out of her in production. But this blue backed barrow here, I think would be really good into July, early August. That would be a Hero Pretty Boy as far as his pedigree. But big bones, very stout. I think that one's going to get up and grow on you. Okay. Now how about a lot 7? We got that one. 3-8. Okay, this is the start of a 3 litter, guys, that you're going to see quite a few of these today. The mom of the 3s is a Dirty Deal, Dirty Good sow. Maybe they'll act a little better with a friend out there. I know, I can break them, yeah. Okay, so the one Landon has there, the 3-8, that is a Hero on 31.8 Dirty Deal, Dirty Good. The mom of the 3s is the $46,000 sow we bought from Heimer last summer and is built for the brand sale. She would have been the mom of Max Heimer's reserve overall at Chickasha last year, and she had a really good litter of gangsters last summer that went to several good homes, and we retained a bunch of the females, but she had 15 this spring, and those are, I think, really good Hero pigs. That one there, 3-8, I think needs to be shown into July, early August is probably where he needs to fit, but a very, very good balanced one. The other one there Landon has is that lot number 8. That's another 4. That is 4-3. That's a Believe in Me Goosebumps. That's another stout version of his brother that we saw just a moment ago. Again, Believe in Me, Goosebumps. Again, that's a big hog there that needs to be shown into July, early August. Very stout featured Believe in Me barrel. Huge rib cage in that guy, and a very good mom. Again, the mom raised that reserve grand at the Wyoming State Fair last year. Here we go. This is not 9 now, right? 5-3. This is out of Stay the Course, which is a boar there at Laird's, which is a never before back on Next Intentions mom that came from Brockman. The mom of this one, actually, Landon, you show. The mom of this one was called Mercedes. She's an unlocked on King of the Hills littermate that I bought as a baby from Jesse Heimer, and then the Coriel family showed that one a couple of years ago. This would be actually her first litter, but really nice belted barrow there. Very stout featured. Huge form, and that guy, again, I think end of July, early August time frame for that 5-3 barrel. Big running gear in that. Mom, it was extra stout, if you guys remember that all black gilt from a couple years ago. We'll just run both of these next because this is actually going to be the second choice lot here. So, Landon, the first one that came out, that is 22-2. That is no introduction, Amistad distinct. The mom of that one would have raised the champion middleweight at the Colorado State Fair this last year, champion middleweight cross. It was a very nice barrow that got along extremely well for the Ridley family. This would be a no introduction on that one right there. Short-backed, big-backed, square. Those no introductions have fed extremely well. They usually start a little greener, but that one has plenty of power to them even at this stage. I think those guys, those are fit for the end of August, September timeframe. Certainly, if you manage those appropriately, they can be shown quite a while this fall, but that is 22-1 that Landon has right there. The other one in the ring, kind of the darker black one, that is 23-2. That is a foolproof never before. Foolproof is a Cruel Intentions son at Knauth, and if you know anything about the Knauth firm, they have gotten along extremely well. The Knauth firm has gotten along extremely well. They've won about every Texas major there is this spring. Just won Houston yesterday. But that barrow right there, that is a back on a never before wedding night. That is a really good first-year gilt, first-time female there. But we're going to offer those as a pair. So lot 10 and lot 11, 22-2 and 23-2, those are going to be offered as choice B. Again, that pair will be offered as choice. Winning bidder gets their pick. One stays here. Go ahead and run those next two out. Landon, lot number 12, 23-3. That's a littermate to the one we just talked about. Again, Foolproof, Never Before Wedding Night. We have a pair of those Never Before Wedding Night sows. One of them would have raised the lead off in our Elevate sale a couple weeks ago. Did a really nice job. And then this is the other mother that raised this litter right here. That about the 17th of Jan is when these were born. So again, guys, if you're hunting stuff that's going to be ready end of August all the way through that September time frame, I think these are going to be really nice. That 23-3 right there, extra good look ahead of his blade. Really neat running gear on that one. The other one, the wide belted barrow there that Landon has, that is 21-1, lot number 13. That's a tricked out affirmed. And tricked out's probably been as hot a sire this spring is out there as far as selling baby pigs because of their extra elevation and look up front. Really big form, big shape there, and one that has a really good look from the side. Unfortunately, that is the only tricked out pig we have in the offering there. That's the way the show pig world works sometimes as far as ones that are to get through the gauntlet, as we so to speak, to get to here to sale day, but a very good, unique individual there. That look ahead of his blade and stoutness is really, really neat. So lot 12, 23-3, and lot 13, 21-1. Lot 12 and 13 there. All right, we're going to run out lots 14 and 15, and we're going to get into 4 gilts in a row here that are awfully, awfully neat. These would all be the 4-litter Believe in Me, back on that Goosebumps sow that raised the reserve grand overall at Wyoming State Fair last year. The thinner belted one that Landon's going to grab onto first, that's 4-5. Very unique female. They're short-backed, big-backed, really extra good look ahead of our blade. Big feature in these hogs. And then the wider belted version would be 4-6. Honestly, not a huge amount of differences between all these, just a little bit of tweaks here and there, but the quality is extremely, extremely good in this 4-litter. Guys, these can run late July, early August time frame from a market hog standpoint at a fair. And then if you were hunting for replacement gilts, those of you guys that like to do that, Ralph Hinton, replacement gilts, I think these 4-litters should be very high on your list. Quality is very good in these. Believe in Me, Goosebumps. Grandmother would be the sow we called Puddles, which came from Kirk Swanson several years ago. We're going to have a couple more 4-litters that come out next. You can bring all 3 of them. That's perfectly fine. The solid black one there is 4-7. Again, Believe in Me, Goosebumps. This is one that Brian and I like to admire every single day. If you like them extra stout, really big backed, and ultra powerful, that solid black gilt is definitely for you. I don't think you better go real fast on that one. That one has a lot of power to her, but big legs and a very good running gear. Makes me think, Taylor Fort, we should have that all black division here on our circuit here like you do at Texas National. I'd feel real good about that. Good. It's a very progressive move, those of you listening along ringside here. Don't shake your head, Brad Stromberger. I know you think you like progressiveness. The other 4-litter, Landon, going to grab onto that one there. That's lot 17. That's 4-8. That's the one that's got a little more chrome, a little more pizzazz. Those of you that like that look there, that is a tall-shouldered, really good, ultra-feminine one. Probably reads a little more breeding gilt-esque. Those of you, the guys that are hunting for that, very good skeleton in that one. So I like both those 4-litters quite a bit. The non-4-litter that's out here, that's lot 18 that Landon's going to grab at this time. That is another 6-7 Hero Pretty Boy. So you would have seen the blue littermate barrow just a moment ago that we really talked highly of. This is a very nice gilt here. Those of you guys, again, hunting for a good hog, the end of July, early August time frame. Very nice hero gilt there in 6-7. So again, lots 15, 16, or excuse me, 16, 17, and 18 were in the ring there. All right, we'll run the first pair in. All right. So, Avery, we've got your blue gilt out here that you like, all right? That is 1-6. That is a Hero Goosebumps. Silver lining would be the extended pedigree. And Brian and I like to look at this one every day, and we think show gilt. That one has a great color pattern, great look, big feet, great running gear. Those of you guys hunting for one that can show, I think, again, end of July, early August, but stretch even further relative to one that you want to show in that breeding gilt show at Colorado State Fair, maybe breeding gilt shows at Exarba, and later on, I still think that one can do it, and you're left with an outstanding female when it's all said and done. We had a pair of those Goosebumps silver lining females, and unfortunately, we lost this one's mother in the crate, but we still have the other one out here that does a very nice job for us. So a very unique blue gilt there. The other one, the kind of crinkle-eared gilt over there that Landon's going to drive, the belted gilt, that is 3-15. And we've talked about the 3-liter already, but the mom of that one would be the Dirty Deal, Dirty Good sow, the $46,000 Heimer sow we purchased last summer. Hero would be the sire on that 3-liter. And again, that sow laid down and had 15 of them. We think this one looks like her mom. In terms of her boldness or squareness, rib cage, great running gear, very pliable skeleton, very neat maternal type female in that gilt that I think can run wide variety of shows all fall long. If you're hunting for one to be a nice show gilt and then also retain one in the herd, I think the 3-liter should be very high on your list. So again, lot 19 and 20. 19 is the 1-6 blue gilt, and then 3-15. Next 3 that'll come out, lot 21, 22, and 23. Lot 21 is the 14-7. That's the one with the white socks right there. The 14-liter, we haven't talked about, we talked about their brother just a moment ago. He was lot 4. That is a Hero Goosebumps. So the mom of the 4s and the mom of the 14s are out of Littermate Sisters, Goosebumps Puddles. The 14s would be out of Hero. Very stout featured female there. That certainly I think can run, August, September, October, depending on whether you want her as a market hog or breeding gilt. But that dark black color, very hairy and very dense. The 9-9 there, Landon. That's the first of the 9-liters we're going to talk about tonight. That is a no introduction, and mom is a breaking rules cookie sugar daddy. If you like them with extra muscle, look, stoutness, these 9s are for you. I'm not saying they need to be grown fast, guys. Those need to be grown slow. As much muscle as those 9s have, I think you better be easy with them. But what you're going to have is a really powerful, stout-featured, big-hipped hog that can run as a market gilt. And then also later on, if you wanted one as a breeding female, certainly have some wild pieces there in 9-9. And then 14-5 would be lot number 23. That's another one of those 14s. So again, Hero, Goosebumps. As you can see, those Heroes are stamped very consistently. Good balanced, good look ahead of our blade, stout jawline, really good look, and a neat muscle shape up high. So lots number 21, 22, and 23. All right, we got a pair of them out there. 24. Yeah. All right, the one Landon has right there is 3-6. 3-6, again, is Hero on the Dirty Deal, Dirty Good sow. This one is actually going to be a lot choice option with lot 29 coming up here momentarily. But I want you to study 3-6 first. Hero, Dirty Deal. I think this one's perfect for that end of August, September run as far as those late state fairs. Absolutely killer look ahead of our blade, stout feature, looks like a show barrow. Really high on 3-6. The other one out in the ring is 10-3. We haven't talked about the 10s yet, but those are Heroes, Goosebumps, and I think, Brian, what did that sow have? 19 pigs? Is that what we had? Which is usually just a shot too many, but we had plenty of variety and size in those, and you're going to see quite a few of those 10s this evening, and they are stamped very consistently. This is 10-3, Hero Goosebumps. Again, if you're looking for one that can run in August, even into September. I think you better study those 10s. This 10-3 here. Their skull shape is very consistent. Stout jawline, stout feature, great running gear, and big feet and legs. So we have lot 24, the 3-6 Hero Dirty Deal, and then 10-3 Hero Goosebumps. A little bit of color in this pen. I like it. Right, Avery? You like color? Yep. All right. Lot number 25 is 10-3. Got 25 there? Where's 20? Or oh, okay. We had 25. Sorry. 25 was last time. 26. How about 10-1? There we go. It was off a line. 10-1. That's another one of those Hero Goosebumps. Again, you can see the consistency in those. Elevation at the top of their blade. Look ahead of their blade. Stout form, stout feature. Big legs in those Heroes. High quality pig right there that I think is very feedable. Sometimes these pigs we push the extremes. These Hero pigs are not messed up. They're very correct and very comfortable. I think that's a good thing in the end. All right, lot number 27. That's the white tipped tail gilt right there. That is 19-4. Next Intention Kingslayer. This is the first we've talked about the 19s. So on the bottom side of that Kingslayer sow, which was a Kingpin son there at Heimers, is actually the Gary Webb sow. Gary Webb, Colt 45. That would have been the one that produced the reserve champion heavyweight at Colorado State Fair a couple years ago. There was a very popular barrow. This would be the daughter of that one, the Kingslayer. This is her very first litter. And, of course, sired by Next Intention, who just continues to win about every major stock show out there in the country. Just won Houston yesterday. But a very unique female right there. Length of front end, length of hip, especially for those Next Intentions, is very, very good. But a stout feature in that one. And then the last one out there, that is 16-5. That is a Next Intention Kingpin. The mom of that one would be Kingpin, and she would have raised the Hampshire classifying barrow that won the Hampshire circuit for Cadence last year. Those of you remember that barrow, that was a JoJo. This sow had Next Intentions this time. And if you like them, what do we call this in creamsicle? Is that the color that we decided that one was? That one is a really good gilt regardless of color. Bold, square, big back shape, like those Next Intentions, very unique look, and a really big pin set. So we had lot 26, 27, and 28 in there. All right, the next pair are actually a pair of litter mates, 18-2 and 18-3. I will preference it. 18-2 last night was a little tender on his foot, and we traded it. Looks like we're getting back on rig here, but we traded him. 18-2 is actually going to be offered as a choice lot between that and 3-6. This pair are Heroes, Kingpins, Hillbilly Bone. First-time gilt. If you like them extra dense, extra hairy, extra stout, these 18s, I think you better study those. From what we've studied or looked at in Heroes and how they feed, if they have the extras like this at this stage, those turn out to be pretty high on our list once they're all said and done, because those pigs tend to extend and get prettier as they get older. And this pair of 18s right here we're very, very high on. So 18-2 and then 18-3 is the one Landon has right now. As you can see, a lot of similarities between these barrows. Dense, hairy, big back legs, big feature, and big feet in the 18s. Again, 18-2, lot 29, he's going to be in a choice slot with lot 24, the 3-6 barrow. And then his brother, 18-3. Those of you guys hunting pigs for the end of August, early September, I think you better look in there. Lot number 31 and 32 are in the ring, right, Landon? 31 is the 10-12 barrel, another one of those 10s. A little more chrome and color on this guy. Again, Hero Goosebumps. Wicked look ahead of our blade. As you can see, the skull shape is stamped very consistently in those 10s. Big back shape in that guy. Huge pin set. I always talk about and have this discussion, if they are big pinned and big muscled right there, those judges usually never call them light muscled as they go directly away. And that barrow does that with a great look. And then the solid black one, that is actually a litter mate to the leadoff barrow, lot 1. This is lot number 32, 11-2. This is just his all black litter mate. So next intention, red 7. Big muscle shape in this guy. You do not need to go fast with this one. I say we feed this one slow. We're looking like an August time frame before this one's ready. Certainly can stretch into September, as much muscle as that guy has. So lot 31 and 32, 10-12, and 11-2. Okay. The little barrel right there, that's another 10 litter. That is 10-8. That's actually going to be one of our last choices with another barrel coming up here shortly. But 10-8 is a hero Goosebumps. We've talked about the 10 litter. Really like this one's balance, skull shape, form, big feet and legs, big running gear on this guy. 10-8. He's a little greener in his muscle pattern today, but that one's stoutness and feature is really, really neat. Awesome built, awesome balance in 10-8. And then lot number 34 is 13-5. The 13s we talked about, littermate brother, he's lot 2. Saved by Grace on the 14-9 Goosebumps verbatim Roxy Sow. If you guys like them with extra stuff, that one has it. Density, hairy, bold. You better not get in a hurry feeding that one, though. That one has lots of muscle and lots of power to her. And actually, you can kick out the 10-8 and bring in her litter mate, the other belted one right there, 13-6. Maybe, maybe not. No, that one too. Okay. I think they are awfully similar. There's 13-6. We'll get landed on that one. That is Saved by Grace Goosebumps. So again, 13-5 and 13-6. Guys, if you want them with extras, muscle, power, density, they're there for you. Don't go fast. We do not need to feed them fast. And then the other gilt that's out there, right, is the blue one, right? 17-8. First time we've talked about the 17s. That is a little bro golden goose. See if we can get her out of the corner there. Little bro obviously is a boar that has been around for a long, long time. Littermate to King of the Hill. And that blue gilt there, if you guys are hunting for ones that are going to work relative to a breeding gilt show, can run as a market hog and a breeding gilt, those blue gilts right there I think are very, very valuable. Those of you hunting pedigrees. Golden goose would have been a Goosebumps verbatim Roxy, so that's litter mate to the mom of the 14 or the 14 litter Goosebumps sows we have around there. So the mom of the 13s, Golden Goose was a litter mate to those. That was at Heimer's for a while, and then he died, unfortunately. We have 5 of those Golden Goose daughters, and they've done a phenomenal job this spring producing pigs like that are very stout featured and good looking. All right, we'll grab the 9 litter first. That is 9-3. So that one's going to be in a choice slot with 10-8. And 9-3, again, is no intro, breaking rules, cookie, sugar daddy would be the extended pedigree. And if you like them extra stout, extra feature, a wicked look ahead of our blade, and a barrow that I think could be fed for quite a while, you better look in here. I think this is one of our key lots in the sale. That's why we're offering them as a choice with that 10-8 barrow. That one has a lot of power and a lot of extras. A lot of quality in that guy. I would tell you right now, do not get in a hurry on him. He's going to have plenty of muscle to him. But I think we'll always have a really extra good look. He's got a neat chromed up color pattern to boot. So that is 9-3, lot 37, no introduction, breaking rules. The other one out there is lot number 38 that Landon has. That is 3-9. That's an intact male, actually out of that 3 litter. Hero, Dirty Deal, Dirty Good. Again, the Heimer sow on the bottom side there. Very good balanced one. As we were talking earlier about the 3s, some of them I think could be ready into July, August. I think this one stretches more toward the end of August, even into September timeframe. So again, 3-9, Hero, Dirty Deal. And then the lot number 37 was the 9-3, no introduction. Again, lot 37 and 33 are going to be offered as a choice lot. They will sell together. Hey, we have 3-3, lot number 39, right, Landon? Again, that's one of those 3s again. Hero, Dirty Deal, Dirty Good. Guys, this one reads to have just a little more grow than the one we just previously talked about, is Littermate. That one right there, I think, runs into July, August time frame, but a very, very stout skull, big feature in that guy. Those of you guys hunting for those Midwest state fairs in August, I think that one would work really, really well. Like a lot of things about 3-3, high quality individual. Crying a little, okay. 2-1, that is lot number 40. It's the first of the 2s we've actually talked about. That is a Hero, Kingpin, and then a Visionary sow on the bottom side of that. That would have been the $27,000 Visionary sow that we bought, the Alamo, as we call her. You can see her back there. Yep, there we go. Got him. Doing a good job, Landon. So Hero, Kingpin. That 2 litter, guys, that one is a little bit greener in our muscle pattern right now. I think we just need a feed bucket on that one, but enormous legs. Tall shouldered, wicked look, stout skull, very hairy and very dense. Those just need to be fed. Again, I think the more muscle you stack on a pedigree, obviously you can hold those a little longer, and that's fine. Ones like this, I think we just need to feed and go, but he's got big enough legs and a stout enough feature, you're going to be just fine, and his build is very, very athletic. So 3-3 and 2-1, lot 39 and 40. All right, back into a pen of gilts. Lot 41. Try to keep them along the rail there, Landon. Good job. 20-1. That is a Hero, Goosebumps Verbatim Roxy. So this is the out of the mom of Relentless, the Bora Texas Select Sires. And again, a little bit of bad luck on this one. This is the only one we got to sale day, and that was a crying shame because we were really excited about this litter. But if we're going to have at least one, I'm pretty excited that it's this one. Those of you guys hunting for a gilt that can show for a long, long time and have high quality to her, that 20-1 should be very high in your list. A lot of feature, density, just like those Heroes with a great running gear. 23-7, that is lot number 42. That's a foolproof never before. We've talked about a couple of those 23 males already. This is one of the gilts. Very good look there. I think that one runs August, September. Heck, you can run that one into October. Is a big breeding gilt at Kansas City. That one has a very, very good show pig look with her, with a big hind leg and a very hairy look. So 20-1, the Hero Goosebumps, and 23-7, foolproof never before. All right, you can go ahead and flip your page. Moving over to lot number 43, 44, and 45. 43, Landon, that would be the wide-belted gilt there that if you like extras, stoutness, density, muscle, powerful, that 43, the 23-6 gilt, foolproof never before. That one should be very high on your list. I think that one could run as a market hog or a big breeding gilt later on. That is a stout feature in 23-6. Foolproof never before. Lot number 44, Landon, would be 22-6. Again, that we talked about a male a little bit earlier, but this is no introduction, Amistad distinct. Again, mom raised the champion middleweight cross at Colorado State Fair last year. Has done a very, very nice job for several years now. These no introductions out of this sow have lots of muscle to them. Very boxy, very square. You can't get in a big hurry, I think, on them. They're going to go nice and slow and nice and easy, but that looks like a very good show pig with the right proportions and right look. And then the blue hipped gilt out there, that's a 25, and we haven't talked about those yet, but that's a Cracker Golden Goose. So again, one of those Golden Goose Pretty Boy sows out of Cracker, which is the white boar there at Heimer's, that has done a very, very nice job of making very valuable, comfortable skeleton hogs. That's a good market gilt right there that can run into August, and one that you can take as a breeding gilt later on down the line. Okay, 43, 44, 45. We could probably just run all three of those, Cade. All right, some of the littlest, youngest pigs we have to offer here, and we'll see if they don't want to just stay in the corner the entire time. The pair of belted ones, those are 46 and 47, 26-2. They are intact, and in fact, 26-2 is a crypt that will need to get fixed. So there's a few of these that were left intact. The lot 46, 26-2 is a crypt. Those are Spread the Word, and the mom would be a Punch Tango Mike that came from Kirk Swanson. And those of you that have been back to 4K Farms know the boar Roots was very popular there over the past year. That would be the mom of Roots on the bottom side here. But I think if you guys are hunting for barrows that can run there end of August, September, October, these very end of Jans should work for you. Big legs, stout feature, really big mug on that one, and excellent running gear. Spread the Word is the boar at Kelton Masons that's gotten along extremely well this last year and been very popular. So 26-2 is 46. 47 is 26-3. That's his brother that Landon's going to try to push out right there. Very neat pair of male hogs right there. Both intact. Lot 46 is a crypt. The Duroc male out here, he is a boar and he is intact. That's 27-2. Feb 1, Bury My Bones next up. The mom of this one would be a next up Consensus. The grandmother would have raised the 5th overall gilt at OYE Duroc gilt last year in 2021. This one's mom would have raised a champion Duroc at the Jingle Bells Jackpot this last year for Cadence that ended up 3rd in class at Denver amongst all the boys, which we thought was pretty admirable, and we got to bring her home. This sow, this is her 2nd litter, and out of the really good Bury My Bones boar there at Crossroads that's been very, very popular. Those of you guys hunting for state fair age barrows the end of August into September, I think you better look pretty closely at those. I do think as much grow as these 27s have, you could certainly get them earlier in August relative to an early August fair, mid-August fair too. Plenty of power and plenty of muscle in those Bury My Bones. So lot 46 and 47 are the Spread the Words, and lot 48, the 27-2 is a Bury My Bones next up. More special color. Those of you guys hunting that, John Stromberger, right? Is that what you were telling me last night? We had to have a little color? Okay, good. This is lot 49 and 50. 49 is 11-1. These are pair littermates. Next intention on Black Cat's littermate. So the target budded one is 11-1. Really neat barrow right here. Very short-bodied, proportional, square-built. Good look ahead of our blade, the stout jawline and feature of those next intentions with a big spread and muscle up high. I think this one runs August. You can get them to early September if you really manage them well, but I think an August fair, any time in there is going to work really well for this target budded barrow. Very, very good creature right there with a neat showy color pattern. And then lot number 50 is the littermate gilt, 11-6. Lots of muscle in this one. Short-bodied, stout feature. Those of you guys hunting for a market hog for a county fair, this one I think should be high on your list. Lots of muscle and power in that one. Really square at the ground. Very nice 11-6 gilt. And then the 11-1 barrow. Those are Next Intention, Red 7, pair of litter mates. Coming into the ring next are lot 51 and 52. 51 is 14-3. That's a barrow there that Landon has. We talked about the 14s already. Hero, Goosebumps. This one's a little longer, more extended. I think this one needs to be fed fairly consistently and steady there to that end of July, early August time frame. Those of you guys hunting for a fair or a show pig that'll run at that fair time frame, I think that one works really nicely. I think it come in as a nice medium weight at that time frame and fit pretty nicely. Dark black color, big legs, very good look at that 14 litter. Again, Hero, Goosebumps. And then Avery's favorite pig on the farm. This is beautiful. Cheetah colored. This is an 11 litter, 11-7. Next Intention on Black Cat's litter mate. And absolutely cool look there. Tall shouldered. And in the most unique color pattern that everyone should love. And Avery's going to wrestle you if you buy that one tomorrow to see who can keep it. Okay. And trust me, she looks small, but she's mighty. All right, lot 53 and 54. 53 is an 8 litter, 8-3. And we haven't talked about an 8 yet, but these are Hero Golden Goose. So we've talked about those Golden Goose females, and here's another one that cranked out a Hero litter. And I think this barrow is probably one of the maybe more sleeper, underappreciated ones in the sale. That is a stout feature, big back, big pin set in that 8-3. If you guys are hunting for one that's going to be ready to roll there into July, early August, that 8-3 should be very high on your list. When they come with that much skull, bone, stoutness, and a really good look, you're going to be just fine in a perfectly Hampshire belted one to boot, which we are all trying to make nowadays. And then lot 54, that would be 5-5. We've talked about a 5 litter already. That's a Stay the Course unlocked back on King of the Hills litter mate. Again, mom would be Mercedes, the all black gilt that Landon showed a couple years ago. This is 5-5. Again, I think if you're hunting for a county fair pig that's ready to roll into July, early August, this pen should be high on your list. That's a good built, heavy structured one that's not messed up, that just needs time and feed, with a really good skeleton and running gear on those 5s. So 8-3 and 5-5, lot 53 and 54. Next, we're going to run in a pair of litter mates. These are 9-5 and 9-2. We talked about a couple 9s already, a gilt and then a male. This would be another pair of them. And I think they have different endpoints. The smaller one there that Landon's going to get on first there is 9-5. That's lot 55. That dude will stay along the block there for a minute. No introduction, breaking rules. That guy's going to, I think, needs to go or can go all the way into late August. He has the frame size to do that, but a good look ahead of his blade and really, really stout feature in that 9-5. Now, his litter mate 9-2, the bigger one, that's one that certainly probably reads that he's going to be ready into July, early August. Again, lots of muscle in those no introductions. Mom is what we call freak around here. She is really big backed and really wild looking ahead of her blade, and you can see that in her offspring here. So 9-5 and 9-2, lot 55 and 56. No introduction, breaking rules. One's going to be ready a little earlier in the summer. One can stretch a little further. $57 and $58. 57 would be 3-11. We've talked about this 3 litter quite a bit this evening already. Here's another one of the gilts. Those of you guys hunting pedigrees, Hero, Dirty Deal, Dirty Good, High Dollar Heimer sow on the bottom side. Those females, I think, are going to be extra valuable long term, other than maybe their attitude out here this evening. Great build, great balance in the threes. That's lot 57. 58, that is 1-8. We saw her blue litter mate a while back. This is the chromed up version. Hero, Goosebumps, big legs, really good look ahead of our blade. A little bit greener in her muscle at this stage, and that's okay. I think we can just feed and let that one roll. She can be ready to show there, again, July through August through even September if you're looking for a breeding gilt. Very good running gear, very good feet and legs and those things. You know, obviously, sometimes those heroes, they get a little high right in their loin early on in their stage, and they level out and they get better the longer they go. I guess I never worry about that anymore relative to where our pigs need to be at. But that is a good structured type of gilt right there. Pair of heroes, 3-11 and 1-8. The next three coming out here, we have a pair of twos. So 59, 60, and 61. 59 is the 2-4. That's the more traditional belted gilt there. And we talked a little bit about the twos already. Hero, Kingpin, Visionary. Guys, these two litters are just a little bit greener early on. But I'm telling you what, big legs, big feet, huge running gear, very dense and very hairy. Those things are going to feed for quite a while. Those of you hunting for a pedigree on one that can be a really good female, I think long term, those two should be very high on your list. I'm not saying they're going to win a market show, just to be quite honest, but if you want one to jackpot and show as a breeding gilt later on when they're a big 300-plus pound and then be left with a very valuable female that you can market, which nowadays those gilts you can market easier than those barrows, I think the twos should be very high on your list. Her littermate is the chromed up version. She's just a little skinnier at this stage. She's got a fast running gear there, Landon. 2-6, that's lot 60. Again, Hero, Kingpin, Visionary. The mom of these twos would have been the Kingpin sow that the Fort family showed for us last year at San Antonio, where she was second in class, and then we got her back. And then Landon, the 7 litter would be the odd man out or odd girl out there. That's lot 61. No introduction, Kingslayer. We haven't talked about the 7s yet, but another no introduction. And you can see in those are a little bit different speed. Lots of muscle, lots of power in those. If you guys are looking for one that can be a market hog, that's one right there that we need to study. 7-6. Big back shape, big pin set. You're going to go a lot slower in a different feeding plan than you are the 2s that we just talked about. Nice type of county fair gilt right there. So 2-4, 2-6, and 7-6. Lots 59, 60, and 61. Speaking of color, here it is. Another one of the 11s. That is 11-3, next intention on Black Cat's littermate. That one is short, boxy, stout, hairy-legged, and can be fed for a long, long time. Those of you guys hunting for barrows that can run August to September, you know, even for an early Jan pig that one is, he's built like he could go a long, long ways. Some of these need to be fed for, you know, a end of July, early August show. That one, I don't think we better get in a hurry on. So again, littermate to the leadoff male in the sale. This is 11-3. Next intention, red 7. The belted gilt, that is 10-14. We've talked a lot about the 10s. We've seen a bunch of the males. Here's one of the gilts. Hero Goosebumps. Again, I think these 10 litter gilts have a lot of versatility. If you guys are trying to get one for a market show there in early August, all the way to showing one to the end of August, even into September, these 10 letters I think can be very, very valuable. And when I talk about the ideal endpoints there and I kind of stretch those gilts out, understand the fact that they can be a market gilt early and maybe more of a breeding gilt later. There's certainly a little more of a window on these gilts and keeping them in peak freshness versus those barrows. But that is 10-14, right? Lot 63. Is that what we had there? Okay, 10-14. Coming up next, lots 64 and 65. 64 is the belted one. That's 10-13. So again, another one of those 10-letter gilts. Hero, Goosebumps. Again, lots of versatility in those guys. I think they can run, again, market hog, breeding gilt. You can stretch those quite a ways. But they're, again, those heroes are not messed up. They are built right. They're athletic. They're comfortable. They're going to have muscle and enough extra feature to get noticed. The 15s, we haven't talked about those yet, but that's this blue gilt right here. Try to get her along the block there. She'll go. 15-7. Hero on the Cookie Sugar Daddy sow. The old Cookie Sugar Daddy sow, you know, Brian and I debated a long time. We're like, maybe it's time to get rid of her. She's a little bit old. She originally came from McCoy's. She's produced winners for us for multiple years now, won enough county fairs, as many as probably any sow on the farm. And then she goes out and cranks out a really good litter of heroes this spring, and maybe we just finally figured out how to breed her. But a very nice gilt right there that I think can run as a market hog, or those of you hunting for breeding gilts later on down the line to show maybe at Exarban. Those 15s, I think, have a lot of versatility. So again, Hero, Cookie, Sugar Daddy would be the pedigree on lot 65. Three little red ones in next. And one that is confused about its identity a little bit. It's got up ears right now, but trust me, they'll fall down. That's lot 66. That's a 27-3. All three of these are litter mates. These are Bury My Bones next up. And again, the mom would have been the one that raised that third place Duroc gilt at National Western Stock Show this year for us, and has done a fantastic job. That sow herself would have been the reserve champion Duroc breeding gilt at Exarban a couple years ago that Kate had showed. But the male, intact male there, the one with kind of up ears right now, that is 27-3. And then there's a pair of gilts out there. Lot number 67, Landon, is the -8. Try to get that one. There we go at the end of his whip. That is the -8. Those of you guys looking for a breeding type gilt that you can run for a long, long time. Get her head unstuck. There we go. Good job, Landon. Yeah. Well, when they're that way, we just weaned them a couple weeks ago. They're still looking for mom. The -8 and then -7, both of those gilts, guys, they could run for a long time. Those of you guys looking for a breeding gilt that can run all the way from that Colorado State Fair breeding gilt show at the end of the summer, Exarban, Kansas, Kansas City, I would study 27-8 and 27-7. Those are lots 67 and 68. Bury My Bones. Next up, Consensus. Again, these are just early Feb 1s. Just ready to roll. Lot number 69 and 70. 69 would be 18-5. We talked about a couple brothers a little while ago. If you like them extra dense, hairy, stout featured, big backs, that belted gilt right there has a lot. And I know right now she looks just a little up in her top line. Again, I'm not worried about that. Those things continue to just get better with age as far as leveling out and relaxing a little bit. When you come with that much muscle, they've got a lot to them there, and it just takes a little while to chill that all out. Hero, Kingpin, Hillbilly Bone, 18-5. If you like them really stout, really hairy, and big legs, big feet, I'd study that one pretty closely. Again, I think can run as a market hog. She can run as a big breeding gilt later on down the line. 14-1, Hero, Goosebumps would be the pedigree in 14-1. That's when I think could be more ready come that into July, early August time frame. The way that one reads, we just kind of need to feed that kind of white-legged barrow right there as we run him along the front. Tall-shouldered, really extended look, big back shape in that guy. Need to go and feed that one. So if you're hunting again, July, August show, I would study 14-1. And then the 18-5 gilt, Hero, Kingpin, Hillbilly Bone. 69 and 70 are the lots. Next coming in will be 71 and 72. 71 is 10-10. It's the one Landon has, right? Again, we've talked about those 10 letters, Hero, Goosebumps. This one here, guys, I think reads like he needs to get fed. Maybe some of his litter mates, we said, stretch to the end of August. I don't know if that's the case with 10-10. I think that one is the way he looks from a skeletal extension standpoint and height at the top of his shoulder. That one probably needs to go and get fed and get fleshy and feed there for that July, August time frame. Not saying he can't get to the end of August. I just think that one reads like we just need to feed that one and chub him up. And he's going to be ready to go there at a show early August. The other barrow out there is lot 72. That is 15-3. Hero on the Cookie Sugar Daddy sow. Stout featured. Really big form in that guy. More moderate in his length of body and frame size. That's one there that I think you can feed relative to any time in the August time frame, early, late, mid to late August, even early September. Big back, big feature in that one. Big forearm working in that guy. A lot of quality in 15-3. Neat chromed up color pattern there as well. Pair of smaller barrows coming in next. We have lot number 73. That is 3-4. Again, another one of those threes. This is probably the smallest of those threes. This one is definitely an August, September run on those hogs, where his ideal endpoint is at. But the same look of his brothers, elevation, look ahead of his blade, big feature in that guy. Hero, dirty deal, dirty good is the pedigree. Lot number 74. That's the green 17-1 Little Bro Golden Goose. Stout, hairy, dense. Makes you think that we probably need to go back and use that boar just a little bit more relative to one that can make them short-backed, short-bodied, moderate in their length. I don't think this guy's ready anytime soon. He's just a little green in his muscle, but he has the right proportions and build that you can feed that guy into August, September, even October if you're very patient with him. So lot number 73 and 74. 73 is 3-4. 74 is 17-1. Lot number 75 and 76. 75 is the 17-9 gilt. Again, Little Bro Golden Goose. Very short, stout, boxy gilt here with a big forearm, big hind leg, and great running gear. A lot of female quality in that Little Bro. Those of you guys that have been in the industry and seen the industry long enough, those Little Bro sows tend to keep killing it. They are making really good show barrows out there. I think this is a good show gilt that can show, I think, still is a market hog if you want to show her that way. But really, I think the intention of that one is you can show and exhibit that one as a breeding gilt later on in the fall and have a really high-quality female. Those of you guys hunting pedigrees and maybe looking online relative to trying to grab a female. 17 litter is neat. And then we have 1-5. That is the dark blue one. So we've talked about a pair of ones already. Those are Hero, Goosebumps, Silver Lining. This is the skinny litter mate that just had a little rougher start, but big, stout, hairy legs, tall shoulder, and I think one that can be fed for a long, long time relative to an endpoint there in September and October. Those of you guys wanted to show gilt later on in the fall, and left with a really valuable pedigree. So 75 is 17-9, Little Bro, Golden Goose. 76, Hero Goosebumps. '77 and 78, right, Landon? 77 is 22-8. That is a no introduction Amistad. Again, Mom. This is, let's see, a gilt here. Mom would have been the Amistad sow that raised the champion middleweight at Colorado State Fair last year. These no introductions out of her have a lot of muscle and a lot of power. Those of you wanting a round-bodied, stout one with lots of feature that can be fed pretty slow and shown as a market hog, and then continue on as a breeding gilt later on in the fall, those 22s you should look at. Lots of neat show pig look in those no introductions. 78, 24-4. That is a Hero back on the 271-11 Visionary sow. So that's the one we call Alamo down on the poster there. She would have raised the reserve grand overall barrow at Houston in 2020, or excuse me, San Antonio in 2020. And then we bought her from Heimer for $27,000. This is a repeat mating actually from the summer. And we're left with a really nice pair of gilts here. Those of you, again, hunting pedigrees, looking for valuable females, I think these 24 should be very high on your list. 24-4, Hero Visionary. That's the chromed up one Landon has right there. Big legs, stout featured, still green in our muscle. Then we have our litter mate coming in next. Lot 79 is 24-3. She rolls out right there. And then we also have lot 80 and 81 as well. So first up, lot 79, 24-3. Again, Hero on the Visionary sow. She's green, she's skinny. That one needs to be fed for a long time, but big legs, stout feature, stout jawline. Those of you guys looking to hunt pedigrees and have valuable females in the end, the 24 should be very, very high on your list. We have a pair of the same full sibs that are older already in the breeding pen, and they look spectacular. Lot number 80, Landon. Grab that one next. That is 23-8. Foolproof, never before. Wicked look in these 23s ahead of our blade. Again, Foolproof is the Cruel Intentions on Breaking Rules Dam at Knauf. And you can see where they get that extra look, dense, hairy, and a show pig look ahead of our blade. And then 23-9 would be lot 81. Very similar. Really neat hind leg, reach in that one. Very dense and heavy structured with a very good look ahead of our blade. I think, guys, those can run as market hogs or breeding gilts later on in the fall if you're looking for that. Those of you ringside, if you need more drinks, there's water and pop and beverages in the back. Go Cats. Too late. Okay. All right. 82. Landon. That is 13-1. Getting a little angry over here. 13 litter. We talked about his brother. Would have been lot 2 that is at the top of the sale. This is a Saved by Grace Goosebumps. Verbatim Roxy. Wicked look ahead of our blade, 13-1. If you're looking for a barrow that can run in August there, maybe to show in Pueblo or out to Kansas into September, 13-1 right there. Should be very high on your list. Cool look ahead of our blade, sharp look, sharp muscle shape, wide pen set, needs to be brought slow. Lot number 83. That is 5-7. Stay the course, unlocked. King of the Hills litter mate is the pedigree. I like this gilt a bunch. You guys are looking for one that is extra stout in her skeleton and her skull with a really good show pig look, level design, and square pin set. 5-7. Should study that one. So lot 82 and 83. 82 is the 13-1, Saved by Grace Goosebumps. Lot 83 is Stay the Course, Unlocked, King of the Hills Littermate. 3 more coming in this pen. We've got the 14-6, lot 84, Landon. That'll be the first one. Lot 84, 14-6, Hero Goosebumps. Very neat female here. That one is big featured, stout legs, great running gear. Love her skeleton, how loose spine she is and comfortable. I'm not quite sure why she's down this far in the sale order, but she is, just because I don't know what I'm doing some days. But 14-6, I think if you guys are hunting for a gilt that can run at a county fair and be highly successful as a market gilt and then continue on and show a little later on, that stout featured cool looking one right there is awfully, awfully neat. 14-2, lot 85, Landon. That would be the Littermate brother. Again, a Hero Goosebumps. Guys, I think that one needs to be fed probably for that into July, early August time frame. That's where he's going to fit best. Looks like we've got plenty of grow in him. But big legs and a very, very neat look. And that's 14-2, lot 85. And then the last one out there, lot number 86, 12-4. Again, no introduction, Dirty Bill. Big backed, stout featured, big pen set in that one, like those no introductions. Guys, I think a really good market hog running there into July, early August. In 12-4, I think that could be a very nice market hog at a county fair. So lot 84, 85, and 86. All right, coming in, lot number 87. Who are those crazy girls over there that are talking? My goodness, whose kids are those? Ralph Hinton, control those kids. Need some soda? We need more sugar? Is that what we need over there? Yep, okay, good. Give me some. Who do we have in the ring here? 87. This is 15-4. Hero Cookie, Sugar Daddy. Another one that I'm not quite sure is why this far down in the sale order, but that is a stout featured, big-legged, heavy-structured barrow that I think runs through the end of August real easily. Mom is a proven sow, proven generator that makes winners out of Hero. Good built market hogs with an excellent look. And then 16-7. We haven't talked about the 16s yet. This is the first of them. Next Intention Kingpin. I guess we did talk about one a little earlier. Go Creamsicle. This is another one. Mom would have raised that Hampshire that ran on the circuit last year in Colorado, that Caden showed that won it. Let's try to be easy pushing her out there. There you go. Good built, heavy structured, those 16s. That's a very neat gilt that I think can run as a market hog or a breeding gilt later on down the line. And a neat pedigree and Next Intention Kingpin. Dirty Bill would be the grandmother. Okay. Lot 87 and 88. Right, 89, 90, and 91. 89 is 16-1. Try to run along the rail there or on the box. 16s, big legs, stout feature, wicked look ahead of our blade. Little skinnier muscled right now, but being out of Next Intention, I'm not worried about the muscle in the long run on that guy. Mom makes him really good built, very athletic, big feature. 16-1 there, that traditional belted one Landon has. Tall bladed, extra look and extra extension head of our blade, and that dark black color. Perfect for August. 16-4 is lot 90. That's the traditional belted one right there. A little bit of white on his back hock. Again, we're a little skinny right now, but big legs, big feature. Just need to be fed hard, and he's going to be ready there in early August. Lot 91. That's the all black gilt. I try not to have a lot of those, but when they're good, they're good. Lot 91, that's 19-3. That's a Next Intention Kingslayer back on the Gary Webb. That one is just skinny muscled right now, guys. That one is huge-legged, very stout feature, big feet. Those of you guys that want to take a chance on one and just feed her, there is no question that one will have plenty to her when it's all said and done with big, big legs. She just didn't want to have the best start in life. But when you have big feature like that, you're going to be perfectly fine. One thing we've really tried to do in the last year is make these things bigger legged and stouter featured. That certainly proves it. Okay, lot number 92 is 7-4 Landon. That one along the block. 7-liter. We talked about them. No introduction, Kingslayer. Again, I think this guy runs July, August. Those of you guys searching for a hog that can be ready there at a show there the first week of August, he's going to work really well. 7-4. Plenty of muscle in those no introductions. Solid black, but a good look. Okay. Next one, Landon, 3-7. Another one of those threes. We've talked a lot about them. Hero, Dirty Deal. Great build. He's got white front legs right there. Great look ahead of our blade. Athleticism in those heroes is very, very good. Again, I think this guy, July, early August time frame, that one will be ready to go. Very good look at 3-7. '94, '95, and '96. '94 is the 3-1. He still is an intact male, but I do think he's more of a barrel prospect. 3-1. Hero, Dirty Deal, Dirty Good. Great balance, great feet and legs. That one needs to be pushed for an end of July, early August show. I think is his ideal endpoint in 3-1, the way his frame size looks and the way his length of body is, but has the stoutness of feature and big feet that he's going to be just fine as far as that stoutness is concerned in the end. 95, that is 2-3, Hero, Kingpin. Big legs. He's skinny muscled right now, but guys, that one is length of body. He needs to be fed again. July, early August. If you guys are hunting for county fair pigs that are ready to go 1st of August, that's a perfect one for that. You just need to put the feed to that one and don't stop, and you're going to be just fine because he's never going to be unsound. He's never going to get outside his skeleton, outside the box. And a lot of times, as we said a couple weeks ago, I think at the Elevate sale, ones that aren't messed up still win shows. Those are the kind. The outlier out here is 96. That's 7-1. That's the big, stout, no introduction Kingslayer barrow there. That's probably the opposite, guys. That one has plenty of power and muscle to him. Again, I think a July, early August fair is where he needs to go, but that one needs to be managed a little more from a muscle to skeleton standpoint because he has plenty to him at this point. So just be patient with that one. But he's always going to be big backed, always going to be really powerful, and has a big hip and hind leg in him. So 7-1 right there. So 3-1, 2-3, and 7-1, lots 94, 95, 96. Okay, Little and Cute. If you're here for Little and Cute, Allie Stromberger, if you're here for Little and Cute ones, I'd tune in, okay? Okay, they can't all be really killer big ones, all right? 97 is 29-3. We'll just try to sit there and see if they'll just kind of pop out in the middle. They have to might run a little bit, but the wide belted one, that is Spread the Word. This is the youngest litter in the sale. These pigs now, these are about the 7th of Feb. And if you want one to be ready the 1st of August, don't look in this pen. This is not for you. If you want one that you can show end of August, September, October, I would study these quite a bit. The pair of crossbreds are Spread the Word, Gary Webb, Colt 45. So the sow there would have raised the reserve champion heavyweight at Colorado State Fair 2 years ago. Has done a phenomenal job for us. The wide belted one is the 29-3, kind of the chromed up, white-legged deal there. That is 29-1, so 97 and 98. Again, Spread the Word, Gary Webb, Colt 45. The cute little Duroc that Landon's going to push out there is 30-7. That is a backfire. Next up, Mom is a litter mate to My Turn at Crossroads Genetics. So I bought that gilt. The litter mate to My Turn is a baby from Adam Beck a couple springs ago for about $5,000 and has done a phenomenal job as a mother. This is her second litter, and they're out of backfire, which if you haven't heard of backfire, that's a Whitman boar out of the very good Moss Stetler line that has been winning quite a bit all over the country. But I think those Durocs right there, if your guys are looking for stuff that's going to be ready end of August to early September, that litter of Durocs right there, the 30 litter, should be very high on your list. There's 4 males that we're going to offer in the sale tomorrow. All of them, I think, have a lot of quality. Tall-shouldered, good-looking, and big legs. A little speedy. Okay, guys. They still have milk on them, so what can I say? Yeah, a bag of milk comes with it. That is correct. Yep. Ooh, don't worry. We'll get them weaned for you. All right, back into a little bigger size here. Guys hunting for big county fair age hogs into July 1st of August. I think you better look in here. Those of you that like to run a circuit and like them Yorkshire classifying, Lot 100, 6-4, Hero Pretty Boy. I think you pay attention here. I will say there are a couple tiny blue dots on her forehead, but those are certainly manageable, right? Zach Coriel? But Hero Pretty Boy, that is a very nice female there. If you want one to run on the Yorkshire side of things, she is a crossbred, obviously. That is a very neat female. And then 3-14, traditional belted gilt, Hero, Dirty Deal. Again, we've talked about those threes plenty tonight. Another one of the same mold. Skull, feature, bone, balance. I think those gilts have a lot of quality to them. You can run them in a show into July, August, and then keep showing them relative to maybe a breeding prospect later on down the fall. And if you're hunting for a gilt that, from a pedigree standpoint, I think you better look in there. A pair of really good gilts. White one is 6-4, Hero Pretty Boy. Belted one, 3-14, excuse me, Hero Dirty Deal. A pair of 9-litter gilts. We've talked about the 9 several times tonight. 102 Landon is 9-8. No introduction breaking rules. 9-8. That's the chromed up one right there. Guys, if you guys are looking for a market hog into July, early August, I think those 9s work extremely well. They're always going to have lots of muscle. They're always going to have a really cool look ahead of their blade and can run against the boys. The other one landing there, 9-6, 103. That's the one with a couple white socks on her. Big muscle in her. Again, I don't think we better get in a hurry feeding these too hard, guys. Low protein would be the key on these 9s. They have a lot of muscle to them. And if you like feeding a lot of muscle, fantastic. Just don't get in a hurry. So 9-8 and 9-6, no introduction, breaking rules. Really good pair of gilts that I think can run as good market hogs early August time frame. Right, 104, 105. Try to get that one back out there, Cadence. Perfect. 104 is 10-4. That is a hero Goosebumps. You know, he is probably the skinniest and greenest one we have out there. We just actually pulled him off the decks here just a few days ago because we found him and thought that one was really big-legged, very good looking, and had the same mold as his bigger brothers in that 10 litter, but one that I thought would fit that end of August, September, even October time frame if you're patient with them. But when they're stout featured like that with big feet, big legs, and a good look, I think we have to look in there. So if you're hunting for one that's going to be ready in that later summer run, early fall, 10-4 better be real high on your list. He is not going to be ready in July. Another one that's going to be a little bit later, but a very good calico, 25-1, lot 105, Cracker Golden Goose. Saw a few of these litter mates just a little bit sooner. I think this is a very good, high-quality barrel. Those crackers feed extremely well. Those of you guys looking for one of a little bit different color, that one is tall-bladed, comfortable in his skeleton, the right kind of balance, and long hip, and a very comfortable step as he goes away. That is 25-1, Cracker Golden Goose. Again, I think an August, September time frame when that one needs to show. .106, 107, and 108 are coming in next. .106 is 23-4. Another one of those foolproofs. Really long reach out of that one's hind leg, dark black color, real extended ahead of our blade. Foolproof, never before. Again, that sow is going to stick around quite a long time. If you're looking for, again, one that can be there end of August, September time frame, that 23 litter should be very high on the list. That's 23-4. Little skinnier than his couple stouter brothers we talked about a little earlier today, but big legs, big limbs, and a neat look. 25-5 is the calico. That is Cracker Golden Goose. We just talked about his littermate brother, Penago. Again, that guy for the end of August, September time frame, very good built, well-balanced, level designed, good built one that certainly could be ready probably any time in August from that first, second week all the way to early September. That one's going to grow and do just fine. And then 22-1, no introduction, Amistad. We've talked about the 22s already several times tonight. That's a lighter colored kind of, you know, he's got the white mark on his head right there. Big muscle shape on those no introductions. Again, Mom would have raised that champion middleweight cross last year at State Fair. More muscle in that one. I don't think we better go fast with that guy, but he has a very, very good look ahead of his blade. Sharp edges, big back shape, and a round body shape on him. I think I read that one more August, 1st of September type barrel. .106, 107, 108. All right. The last group of purebreds that we're going to talk about this evening, there's 3 litter mates in there, 109, 110, 111. That's 30-1, 30-3, and 30-2. Backfires on my turn's litter mate. Try to spread them out the best we can. 30-1, that is lot 109. Landon's going to have there. Again, that sow has done a very nice job. This is just her second litter. She had a really good litter, Bury My Bones, last summer. Litter backfires here. Guys, these backfires, tall-shouldered, elevated, really long hip, big feet, and excellent running gear on them. I think they are very well built Duroc prospects at this stage of the game that'll be perfect for that end of August, September run. 110 is 30-3. Landon's going to try to push out there. Going to see him. Again, very similar mold as his brothers. Balance, proportions are very, very good in that barrel. Like him quite a bit. And then 30-2 is kind of the old tiger stripe color. Of course, our audience here at the farm, they found those fun colored ones right away. Tiger stripe was a friend. A little bit greener maybe, but very good balanced, very good built type of pig there. 30-1, 30-3, and 30-2. Those are backfires. Next up, again, Mom is a litter mate to My Turn. $112. That is 15-6. That's the belted one. Again, really nice gilt here that if you're looking for one that can run there early August time frame as a market hog, I think you better study that 15-6 Hero Cookie. Her blue litter mate there, Landon. 15-10, same mold. Big back shape, stout feature. That one's a little shorter and a little boxier. But again, I think can run that early August time frame, be a really good market hog, and can continue to show for you later on down the fall. And then 10-15 is the real shapely chromed up gilt right there. Lot 114, right, Landon? Yep. Again, really nice market hog there. The end of July, 1st of August time frame. Going to have plenty of grow to her. Plenty of shape in that one. Attitude as well. Just don't like Landon. Okay. So again, lots 112, 113, 114. So we're going to bring out 3. 115, 116, and 117. Is that right? All right. 115. That is 18-8. We've talked about those 18s several times tonight. Hero, Kingpin, Hillbilly Bone. Those are big, big features. There is just a little bit of a knot right on that one's hock right there. It's soft just for kind of a confinement sore there. I think that will go away perfectly fine. We 100% guarantee her, but we want to be honest with you on that, on the 18-8. That's probably the bigger, more extended one of that litter. I think a really nice gilt that can be fed for, again, early August time frame and stretch for a while this fall. 116, Landon, 18-6. That's probably the stouter, more moderate version of those 18s. That one is really big backed, very square pinned, square hawked. I do think that one can compete against the boys from a market hog standpoint, or if you're looking at one to show maybe later on in the fall, you can certainly do that as well. But that is a stout featured one that has a lot to her. And then 17-7 is the belted gilt there. 117, Landon. I think she's along the rail over there. We've talked about those little bros before. Again, those of you guys hunting for, a female line, if anybody studied little bros out there, those females do a phenomenal job. So this is little bro golden goose. So we've got some line breeding going on there, but a little bit of it, outcross on the bottom side. But we've got that verbatim Roxy sow in there. That belted gilt is stout featured, hairy, dense, very well built. They can be a market hog or a breeding gilt down the line. Very nice gilt. 3 very nice gilts. Those 18s and the 17 litter. $118 and $119. $118 is a barrow that is 15-2. Hero Cookie Sugar Daddy. Again, blue speckled hip barrel right here. that just needs to be relaxed and dropped on protein on feed. He has lots of muscle shape going right now. Those heroes do. That one, guys, if you're looking for one that'll be ready into July, early August, that guy's going to be just fine for you for a nice county fair pig. That one is stout featured and a good look, and those heroes tend to be very well balanced and comfortable as big hogs. And then 17-10. Again, a little bro, golden goose, very nice blue-hipped gilt. I will tell you right now, we've had a lot of sales over the last decade, and I don't think we've ever ended our sale with as nice a pig as this one. As far as balance, foot size, bone, feature, and a high-quality look, that's a very good pig relative to one that's balanced and correct and not messed up, a little bro golden goose. Nice high-quality female there to round out the sale. So that is 119. All right, guys, that was preview. We thank you guys that tuned in on Facebook. We really appreciate it. Obviously, you can go back and watch that preview. If you have any further questions, please reach out to Brian, myself, Taylor Fort. Be more than happy to answer anything. Thank you guys for tuning in. Those of you ringside, you can stick around, enjoy the festivities, and we can kick up hogs and talk about them. Thank you, guys.